This video has been made to give a quick overview of the important features of Indian Oil's Insider Trading Code. SEBI has notified the prohibition of insider trading regulations in 2015. The objective is to establish a framework for prohibition of insider trading in securities and also to strengthen the legal framework. Based on this, Board of Indian Oil has approved and adopted the Code for Prevention of Insider Trading in the Securities of Indian Oil. The code aims to ensure confidentiality of unpublished price-sensitive information and to prevent misuse of such information. The code encourages timely reporting and adequate disclosure of price-sensitive information by the promoters, directors, key managerial personnel, and certain designated employees, as well as any other connected persons. The copy of Insider Trading Code is hosted on the Indian Oil intranet. The designated employees can also access it on the Insider Trading Code portal. The code uses important terms like insider, designated employee, securities, UPSI, trading window, which has been defined in the code. Let's quickly understand what is insider trading and some other important concepts in the code. Insider trading means trading in securities of a company by persons who are in the management of the company or have close proximity to them, or have knowledge of some UPSI, unpublished price-sensitive information like financial results, dividends, mergers, etc., which is not available in public domain. Now let's understand who are the designated employees in Indian Oil. Designated employees are those employees in the organization who, by virtue of their position in the organization, can have access to UPSI. Accordingly, as per Indian Oil's Insider Trading Code, the term designated employee includes key managerial personnel, all executives in grade H and grade I, all officers in the following departments: Secretariats of the Functional Director, Company Secretary Group, Corporate Finance, Finance Department in Headquarters of Marketing Division, Refineries Division, Pipelines Division, R&D Center and Business Development Group, Corporate Planning, Corporate Internal Audit, Corporate International Trade, Corporate Pricing, Corporate Affairs, Corporate Strategy Group, Corporate Optimization, Pricing Department of Marketing Division. To maintain confidentiality of UPSI shared by insiders in the ordinary course of business, a policy for determination of legitimate purposes for sharing such UPSI with outsiders has been framed, and the same is hosted on the website of the company www.iocl.com. Not only designated employees but all employees have to ensure compliance with the policy while sharing any UPSI with outsiders. An insider, which includes designated employees, shall not deal in any transaction involving the purchase or sale of Indian Oil's securities, either in their own name or in the name of their immediate relatives, during the periods when trading window is closed. The company secretary notifies the window closure period from time to time, and the same is communicated to all concerned. Let's understand what is contra trade. An insider having dealt in the securities of Indian Oil shall not enter into a contra trade, that is, an opposite or reverse transaction during next 6 months following the prior transaction. For example, if the last transaction of an insider was purchase of shares on 1st March 2020, then the insider cannot sell shares till 31st August 2020. If the last transaction of an insider was sale of shares on 1st March 2020, then the insider cannot purchase shares till 31st August 2020. An insider may formulate a trading plan subject to the conditions mentioned in the code. Such trading plan should be approved by the company secretary, and the same shall be informed to stock exchanges. Once the trading plan is submitted, there cannot be any deviation to such plan. An insider who intends to trade in the securities of Indian Oil above the minimum threshold of Rs 5 lakhs in market value, either in a single transaction or multiple transactions in a calendar week, shall obtain pre-clearance of the transaction from the company secretary by following the procedure mentioned in the code. Every insider shall disclose to Indian Oil the number of securities acquired or disposed of within 2 trading days of such transaction. If the value of the securities traded, whether in one transaction or a series of transactions over any calendar quarter, aggregates to a traded value exceeding Rs 10 lakhs, and Indian Oil shall onward inform the stock exchanges within 2 days of receipt of such information. Periodic disclosure to Indian Oil by designated employees about themselves, immediate relatives, and persons with whom they have material financial relationship. Initial disclosure within 7 days of becoming designated employee. Continual disclosure whenever there is any change in the disclosure already made within 30 days of such change. Annual disclosure within 30 days of the end of the financial year. Any Indian Oil employee can report any instances of leak of UPSI as per the process mentioned in the whistleblower policy of the company. The SEBI regulation prescribes strict penalties for violation of the Insider Trading Code. Any insider who trades in the securities of Indian Oil or communicates any UPSI in contravention to the code may be penalized, and appropriate disciplinary action would be taken by the competent disciplinary authority as per Indian Oil's CDA rules. Please note that the code does not prevent you from investing in the securities of Indian Oil, but any such activity should be in strict compliance of the code. Kindly remember, ignorance of the law is no excuse. All employees are requested to familiarize themselves with the code to ensure compliance. The company secretary is the compliance officer under the code. For any clarification, you may contact the company secretary's department at the registered office of Indian Oil in Mumbai.